Oh, it's nice and cool in here. All right. Home for the night. This is Omaha, Nebraska. I don't know how they call this the airport one. I thought airport meant not downtown, but I was wrong. And there we are. Luckily we called and found out they had what they called the cul-de-sac for me to park in. That is a 45-foot nightfall. That is not actually a CDL, but it's 2 feet shy of CDL. Going back to the same place where I took that disastrous trailer last 2 weeks ago, I guess. So at least I can look out here and check on her, make sure everything's all right. I have to do paperwork. I have to catch up my IFTA and all that stuff. So luckily we got a desk. So catch you in a bit. Good morning, Internet. There we are. Nice big parking lot for this one little section is bigger than that whole parking lot at the Holiday Inn Express in Amarillo. But that's a pretty good view of what we're hauling. I've got a short day today. Ooh, look, there's a stadium right there. I'm close to something. I am in Wyoming, and I've got a short day today, about 450 miles down to Salt Lake City, where I'll be running out of hours and having to take a 34 reset. So we're going to go see Salt Lake City. Alrighty, got a fresh ground coffee from that really good coffee maker they got. I got my heavy whipping cream that I bring from home because half and half is too lean. It's time to do a pre-trip, put all this stuff away and get started. All right, next in line, this is called a Garner Hotel, but it is by HG. A little iron in the bag. This one's got the microwave and the reefer unit. Looks IHG-ish. It's been upgraded. It was a Super 8, I think. Well, that's all we get. That's the back. Yep, I'm on the wrong side. Oh well, can't see the camper. We'll go out and check it out. But this is Salt Lake City, where I'm doing my 34-hour restart. We'll get it cleaned up and go see the town tomorrow, maybe.
Got a mansion or a big front gate, but I've got a porch swing and a tailgate day, fireflies dancing and a sky full of stars, and a beat-up Chevy that'll take us far. I know you dreamed of runways and running, but there's something about slow and steady loving. I'll give you sunsets and hand-me-down songs, and a place in my arms where you'll always belong. Got this fiddle in a rose and it's Friday night, got a heart full of hope and the mood feels right. We can slow dance close neath the porch light glow, make a little magic that only we'll know. If you're looking for gold, well darling, you might find it in a fiddle and a rose on a Friday night. We'll write our story one kiss at a time, with bonfire dreams and red wine rhymes. It ain't much fancy, but I promise it's true. Every beat of this life beats for you. On these neon skies, laugh at the years, maybe tear up our eyes, but tonight's just ours. So take my hand, let's dance like forever was always the plan. Got this fiddle and a rose and it's Friday night, got a heart full of hope and the stars burn bright. We can slow dance close neath the porch light glow, make a little magic that only we'll know. If you're looking for gold, well darling, you might find it in a fiddle and a rose on a Friday night, right in a fiddle and a rose on a Friday night.
Now let's get to the moment I guess you've all been waiting for. We have the revenue report for May 2026. What a Big Fuzzy managed to get done in this month. As the month turned over, we got our first load to Pasco, Washington. We grossed $4,965 on that load. I'm going to cover the fuel. Everything else is kind of going to be individual, but so we had $4,965 to Pasco, Washington. Then out of Pasco, I went down to Idaho, where I was able to grab a reload going to El Paso, Texas, which brought in $1,500 additional dollars. And at the time, the reason I took that, even though it wasn't heading back to the house, was Pasco, Washington was 3 days away from the house. El Paso, Texas was 2 days away from the house. So I got $1,500 to move a day closer to home before I deadheaded to the house. So after we did that, we grabbed our load to Vacayville, California. That's the one that was in those videos where the legs fell off of it and the hydraulic fluid was coming off. And then the video at the end messed up, so I showed it in the last video. I reposted that footage of where I tore the door up. Still waiting to hear what the deal is on that. But that one grossed $5,345. I did just dead home from there. And the way it worked out, if I'd have taken another big run, I would have ended up out on a Saturday, which now that it turns out that would have been a good deal, because right now I'm sitting here on a 34-hour restart. So I should have taken that, got out there and done a 34-hour reset on Saturday and Sunday and then delivered Monday. But I'm an idiot and I'm learning. So grabbed the one going to Oklahoma City. It paid $1,375. That was a small trailer. That definitely wasn't a CDL load. It was just a little pull behind. Grabbed the one going to Oklahoma City. It paid $1,375. That was a small trailer. That definitely wasn't a CDL load. It was just a little pull behind. And so the first one that went to Pasco was a CDL load. The reload was not. And the one going to Vacayville was not, or was a CDL load. Then the load that we're wrapping up right now, going back to Vacayville, is paying $4,406. That one, the reason I'm putting that one in, even though I'm not technically delivering until the end of the month of June, is most of that fuel was purchased in the month of May. So if I posted the number, if I'd have stopped before this and posted those numbers with all that fuel in there, it would not look good. It kind of works out in the end. The difference will be that next month won't be nearly as good grossing. So with $4,406 there, that's those 5 loads totaled $17,591 gross, which is not a bad month. You remember the last time I did one of these videos, I grossed like $4,000, $4,500 or $4,600. And I explained, like, you know, that was the first week was Dan's, the second week was at orientation, and then I had a couple of, you know, startup runs and, you know, just slow start stuff. So this is what it looks like when you're firing on all 8 cylinders. And it's hard to do 2 months in a row like that because I was under the load, the first load when the month started, and I'm delivering the 5th load after the month ended. So take that however you want to. My fuel to date, I'll probably have to add a little bit more to get there, but I've got the bulk of the fuel I'm going to need to get the rest of the way in, was $5,678. So we're looking net to the truck for the month of May of $11,913. I guess, yeah, that'll be closer to $6,000 by the time I get back to the house. So you could call that $18,000, or I'm sorry. What would you call it? Yeah, 6,000 off there. So you could call that 11,500, 11,600, somewhere in those areas. So that's what May looks like. I hope you'll like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I hope it's helping you make the decision of whether this is for you or not. So if you are digging it, come on, man, give me some likes, give me some subscribe, and 90% of you probably have already turned this off, so it doesn't even matter. All right, see ya.